Hey everyone, Gamer C here, and welcome back to a new video. Today we're playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Maybe. Well anyways, last time we did the memory zone ending. And this time, we will be looking at the sequel ending.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay, here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content? Let me check out
Oh,
what it
good.
is.
You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Okay, so we're starting the Stanley Parable 2.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing
This takes
this
place directly
ultra-deluxe
after the
version has
content.
turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new
Memory
content
zone
for
takes
it should
place
live
right
up to
before
that
the epilogue.
legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Nice.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few
Sure.
minor additions?
Is the sequel-
Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel.
Wow.
An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the
Calling
two
it
of
the
us.
Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable
Ultra
2,
Deluxe means,
now
like,
that's an
special
artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and
Basically,
innovation
this is like
and
a
long-term
DLC for
franchising
The
potential.
remake, which was the Stanley
Now, to be
Parable.
clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to
I won't
be,
be
but
playing too
let's
many
take a look at
DLCs on
some
my
of the
channel.
features I've been developing for it.
But this is
I
one I'll be
figure
playing.
that if I can loosely organize a handful of
Especially
interesting
since the original
concepts,
endings are in the
that
game.
surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Nice theater room.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay. No screenshots. The Stanley Parable 2 Reassurance Bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well,
Okay.
I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Okay.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Wow.
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Good.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Powerful ending. Apartment ending, and that's pretty much it. Oh, tape recorder ending as well. The tape recorder ending. Well, anyways. Spoilers aside, let me pick this bucket up.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the...
Why isn't the bucket shaking around?
face of crushing despair must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Yep. Thank you, narrator.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Now this bucket will be the main thing of the sequel. Man, this room is so nice. I like this. It's similar to the demo, but however, I prefer the demo. The exhibit of the Stanley Parable 2 is very good.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Enjoy the new features. Hear your name in the game. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Well, my name is Chris, so that's what it should say.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself,
Stanley.
What do players really want?
Wow.
And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Name. Everyone's got one. Hear yours today.
Jim.
It says
Sorry,
Jim?
I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Okay.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Why?
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Nope, still
If
Chris.
so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay. Button. Try 3.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Yep, probably.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Okay, narrator.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
A whole new office. Red is the new orange. The only thing that annoys me about about the Stanley Parable 2 is the fact that it says here, red is the new orange. The office is still orange even after it's updated. The baby is all grown up. Bankruptcy. That's pretty funny. Just consistent quality, just with the right amount of change. Shaders in this game are so nice. Merch. There's actually a video you can watch if you scan that QR code. I already watched it. It's pretty funny. Yep. Since I already got the world's champion.
I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. Well done. Yep. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity? Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu. We'll sort the rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
Yep.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Yep. I like that. Except the only issue is that it has 36 jumps. Now, by the way, guys, I started a new account because, unfortunately, the memory zone ending stopped recording while I was right in the middle of recording. So I had to make a new one.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Are you serious? I thought the Happy 12th Birthday step-niece would fit better. Get Well Someday probably won't.
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Felt like that was only in the game just to annoy you. That's how deep it is, huh?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down
Okay, Bucket,
forever.
are you ready
That's
to
right.
experience this?
Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Are you enjoying this, Bucket?
You see, isn't it wonderful?
Yep.
One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
I'd like to keep on falling.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the The infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oh, I reached the bottom.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
There's the poem I saw earlier.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very... Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
I was shorter.
Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Okay.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Wow. That was very short.
Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
The teleport buttons aren't working.
Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
Still not working.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
The bucket likes the hole as well. What was that? So I'm just stuck here? What the hole? It's shrinking. The hole is shrinking. That's really how I look? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Yo, he's throwing the statues in Egypt. Whatever this place is, I don't know. What the? Now what is this? Now what is happening?
Stanley?
Yeah.
Stanley!
What the-
Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake.
What
It
in
seems
the
you had
heck
sort
was
of
that?
dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
What in the
But
Stanley
we can't have
parable
that, Stanley,
heck was
because
that?
this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for
Oh,
every
Stanley
second
fell
of it.
asleep?
You don't
What a
want
plot
to miss
twist.
a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really truly focused on the hole?
Okay,
From the looks
narrator.
of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
I'm pacing, so I can't go to sleep now.
Here we
There's
are.
only a
Go
couple
on,
more
try out
exhibits
some of the
left.
new
Mini
features.
exhibits.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Yep.
Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Yep. There's only one more thing I have to go look at. The achievement and the collectibles. Mostly infinite hole. Fine, it ended.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm
Yep.
developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yeah. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at
Maybe.
last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, what else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Collectibles. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game.
Yep.
In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll
Yeah, this
run
video's
around
been going
gathering
on
up
for
these
quite some
miniature
time.
Stanley
100 videos
figurines.
overall.
And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Collectibles, something that this game would definitely have benefited from.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I don't think it's tragic. I find it fun collecting everything in a video game.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Yep.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Trumpet in the background.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley?
I don't mind
This
that.
isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait.
Yep.
Maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With
Yep, and
respect.
that's what the sequel
With care
is.
for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
After he shows us the sequel and the video. Okay, here we go. Anyways, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day.